Do you think all the self-awareness that you talk about with these tracks or with the backstory related to these tracks is something that you've truly experienced yourself now, which is why you can write them, or that that self-awareness is an ideal you're still working on getting to and this album is helping you?
I mean, it's both. I think I've, been through therapy and my own issue, my own work that I've done myself, and I think that it's an ongoing process, and I've certainly felt like I have had a greater level of self-awareness the older I get, which you cannot say for everybody. I want to make that very clear. And I think anyone whose goal is to get closer to the truth of the world and themselves is my kind of person, because that's what I have been trying to do for decades and decades. And so some of that is that, but yes, some of it is actually asking these questions again and again and again and seeing if that will help me figure things out to move on to the next phase, either musically or in my life. And I've often said that my lyrics can tell the future, be like, oh, the thing I wrote about I didn't know was going to be a real thing, and then 6 months, 12 months, 2 years later, it becomes a real thing.
But is that because you wrote it out?
I think well, you know what? I don't know. That's a great question.
So are you just secretly manifesting? I know you want to geek out on the sonic quality of all of these songs, but I want to bring it back to the psychology. Let's go.
Oh, I love that. Yes. I think that a good artist, I won't say that, a certain kind of good artist pulls things from the subconscious. They say the ether, they say the inspiration, but I think a lot of that is subconscious thought, and that's where these come from. They're not ready to be conscious. They're not ready to be embraced as what you really think or feel or want to do because you're afraid of them or you're not there yet. So I think it is sort of a foretelling because the subconscious happens before the conscious does. But it's interesting that you're saying if you say it out loud, does it help you get there? And maybe it does. I don't know.